stuff, and you also want to provide a healthy alternative to other snacks that are out there on the market. Yeah.
So our agenda today consists of just breaking down the problem for you guys and the problem identification and what to do to solve that problem. We also provided different alternatives and picked out which one we thought would best fit the needs of the meal. The background is Oliver is a graduating student. He owns his own pop culture business, which is really just popcorn. He has unique flavored popcorn, which he sells in a small town of Camrose in Alberta, which has a population of 18,000 people. He received a 4-year scholarship for university in BC. That includes 4 years of textbook and tuition. So now his dilemma is to figure out if he wants to go to university or work on his business. So as I just mentioned, the primary problem is making the decision. Does he want to take that scholarship and step forward in his life and make himself a better man by having an education? And the secondary problem is he's spending too much money on social activities and too much money on business, like for wastage and machinery and all that. And he's not saving enough because he wants to upgrade his business, and that takes 30 grand to upgrade his business with technology, selling online, the shipping. And that's the second problem. He also does not have the skills needed to have a very successful business because he only has a high school degree. And I believe that a university student that has a university business degree would do much better at an entrepreneurship business. The analysis is that if he has an education, the strength would be that he has a 4-year scholarship, so he's not paying anything to get that education and to walk out with a degree. But the challenge is that his passion is his popcorn business, and it's clashing because he can't work full-time for both. Plus they're both in different provinces, so he can't focus in Camrose and BC at the same time. And his passion, the strength of it is the popcorn business is expected to grow 7% from this year to 2020. So he is making a very good profit on his business, but the challenge is his limited knowledge, that he's not able to move forward with his business because he doesn't have the knowledge that a businessman who has a degree and has studied in specific business degrees and courses has.
All right, so this is the decision criteria. Like what he's really looking for is to develop his skills in business. Like it said that they have an entrepreneur. He has an entrepreneur mind, and he's very much can be described as a people person. So we think that he can specialize maybe in human resources and maybe go into finances because he said that was not his strong suit. And then also his business involvement. It is very much his passion, and it is important to him to be involved in his business at the same time as maybe attaining an education. And his profit growth, because there is expected to be that growth in popcorn business, especially with unique flavors. Larger cities are recognizing that more, and that is what his business is. Really makes him stand out against other popcorn businesses.
So our recommendation is that he does attend university. We also recommend that instead of continuing on selling popcorn, he instead would patent his uniquely flavored seasonings for his business, and then sell the spices and expand into BC.
So the first alternative is he could go to university and only have his business opened on during holidays. So he would be attending full-time university for 8 months, and then he'd have a 4-month break where he could go back to Camrose and sell his popcorn. The limitations for that is that his business is only open for 4 months, so he's not generating a big profit. He will lose some of his loyal customers due to the fact that he's not open for a long period of time. And the travel cost of traveling back and forth from Camrose to BC is around $400 every year. But the advantages are that he's going to obtain a university degree at the end while pursuing his passion, and he may potentially have a bigger social network in BC to market his product there as well.
So like the second alternative is he could keep the business open and attend university later. So this would be to follow his passion. Unfortunately, the disadvantage would be that he would would be put off on developing his skills in business and entrepreneurship. And he would also have like a smaller network on what he has now. He would stay in Camrose, Alberta. He might expand it a little bit, but it definitely will not be as large as what he could in meeting definitely other people who are interested in business and would definitely give him connections and opportunities. And he will miss out on that scholarship. He can definitely apply for some later, but it will be harder to get full coverage for tuition and textbooks if he waits. And then some of the advantages would be he would be able to keep his passion running. And I believe last night the Hilbergenberg founder talked about how success is happiness, and so definitely it wouldn't just be about how much money he makes with his business. It would be that this is what he's passionate about, and he can expand and be more involved in what he does and loves, and be able to provide a healthier option to people who are looking for convenient snacks and just on the go and stuff. And he would definitely have some financial experience just by being put in that situation leaving high school.
Okay, and this is our recommendation for him once again. Some limitations would be his attention distribution at home and being at school, and then the patent process that can be kind of complicated and it costs money. But it has so many advantages. He will have a very good business education, increased network. Like, okay, imagine this. This is a box, and inside this box is the city of Camrose, Alberta, and it has a population of approximately 18,000 people. So, and he doesn't even know all these people. So this is his chance at network. But then this is him in BC. There's 35,000 kids at the school, I believe, approximately, and then 223,000 in Burnaby. Okay, so this is much larger, and we actually calculated it, and it is 12.39 times larger of a networking area for him in BC. He would also increase his skills, and he does have a scholarship for his tuition, so that would be very easy living on him. It would appease his parents as well, and it would still keep his passion alive. It wouldn't kill his passion entirely. Plus, if he has education, once he finishes, he can take the skills he's developed and put them to better use with his passion.
So this is just a breakdown of our three alternatives financially. If you look at like the first one, we calculated like his savings and like his business income and his part-time job and the rent and meals and the personal finances. And we have numbers. I believe it was like for the first two options there, we have that he makes about $2,000 in savings towards the $30,000 that he needs in capital to further his business, and that's per year. And then the last one we calculated it to be it's nearly $9,000 in savings per year if he were to sell his spices while in BC and while pursuing his education, with that 7% increase predicted in the next couple of years. And that would definitely that's why it's one of our best options, because not only does he get to put away more money for savings, but he also gets to have a larger network and like all the advantages that Adrian said earlier.
In conclusion, our professional opinion is that it would be in Oliver's best interest if he did go to university to improve his skills and expand his business in BC and further the potential of his business by forming a larger network.
Do you guys have any questions for us?